Universal basic income. First question, who's going to pay for it? The system already in place has plenty of space built in, especially since you're going to be converting a lot of the current social assistance dollars over into your universal basic income, and a huge portion of it is simply going to be done through the income tax. So, for people who are paying income tax, instead of getting money every month, they'll just take that. Like if it's $2,000 a month that people get, then they'll just take that off of the top of their taxes payable. So if you owe $30,000 in taxes, you're going to take 25,000 off. You're only going to have to pay $5,000 that year. And if you say you only owe 20 grand, you'll get that extra five back as part of your like an income tax return. And in cases like that, one could select to have it come in a lump sum versus having it come on a month by month basis. And this would be part of universal basic income. It would just be something all Canadians get and ask for in the manner that suits them best. And then the social services network that's currently just judging whether or not you're a liar and handing out pittances of money and doling out pennies, well, nickels, we don't have the penny anymore. They can now be dedicated to providing help services to people, services like trusteeship to help a person who's not capable of paying their own bills, connection to housing, connections to medicine, connections to healing. Because when you start providing enough income for a person to live with dignity, what happens is that person cuts back on their addictions. About the only people who don't, I think, are the alcoholics and the cocaine addicts. I'm not sure. I'm not quite well versed enough. But studies, I can tell you that much, I have read, studies do in fact show a direct link with a reduction in addiction and an improvement in income. Housing first models have been shown time and time again to be the solution to addiction. And housing first comes with income first. And so now you've got your social services worker helping to keep these people from wasting all of their money at the drug pusher, for example, by perhaps paying their bills for them so that whatever they're handed left, and getting groceries for them, making sure that the person has their needs met before any spare money is handed over for them to be stupid, which would be a reasonable and fair way to treat someone who does stupid things. But at the same time, people also should have the ability and the choice to say, not pay the bills 1 month in order to fix their car and then pay the bills off in halves and halves on top over the next 3 months. It's one of the way people manage. So we've got all these different needs. So universal basic income could be tailored personally by the recipient. And it's universal. Everyone gets it. So the other question is, won't everyone stop working? Heck no. It's not enough money to be satisfied. It's enough money to live on. There's a difference. You're going to want to work. You're going to want to work because you like the work you're doing. You're going to want to work because the thing you're working with gives you feel like it's necessary. You feel good contributing because it needs doing, because you're getting enough extra money to live better, to live well, because you're proud of yourself, because you like your coworkers. What will happen is all of the people in jobs where they're treated badly will walk. And abusive management will have to learn better. What also will happen with universal basic income is that incredible carpet of pain and suffering that we're seeing in some of our streets in Canada will fray at the edges and people will redistribute into newer homes because there isn't actually a lack of housing. There's a lack of money to pay for the housing and a lack of landlords hungry enough to care. So universal basic income, we'll all get something out of it. Let's get on it, huh?